Alright, I actually just had to redo the whole prison level. I think that I have to go past this first, kind of set apart room to be able to actually have it save, because I actually had to replay the first level, but since, I had to re-record everything anyway, it really wasn't a big deal. But just for future reference, I probably need to go a little farther than I have been. Nice. Looking classy. When the doc's methods are sometimes unconventional, we can't argue with the results. Not only have we helped advance science and save lives, we've gotten several confessions out of these scumbags as well. The things people admit to doing are just sickening. I can't believe I ever doubted old Mercer. So apparently they're doing some pretty shady stuff.
Guardians, reflecting our fears, creating the illusion of control. Even I can identify with that.
Oh, can you? Good to know. Are you gonna... Oh, yeah. Attention guards. By order of Dr. Mercer, guards are to remain outside of the infirmary at all times, unless otherwise notified. When dropping off prisoners or patients, guards may remain outside of the infirmary doors, but are not allowed to enter unless specifically requested by Dr. Mercer. Any guard who does not comply will be terminated on the spot with no benefits. Yeah. Sounds like some pretty shady junk. What other reason would they have to just fire people on the spot?
Looking back on it now, I think we did remarkable work here.
I'm not so sure.
The guards sometimes made the work easily accessible.
Yeah, that just screams shady. Okay. Inmates think that this penitentiary is some kind of joke. They think that since there are so many inmates that we don't know how to keep them in line. And to be honest, that's not far from the truth. Not only have I been informed that we have less than 5 months until the place is shut down, I've also been told that we've reached full capacity. I hear some of the guards talking about not stopping the fights anymore and letting the prisoners solve our little overpopulation problem themselves. Gilbert. Nice, Gilbert. Hopefully you weren't a guard, because that sounds like laziness. Granted, I don't feel like that's really a big issue. Oh. Shame it's not working yet.
Society's needs come before the individual's needs.
Good to know. Since you're new to this part of the prison, I wanted to give you a heads up on how things work around here. Make sure guards are standing by when you open the doors after questioning. Doors themselves all trigger on the same electric switch. Cheap, right? And don't worry about the clinking sound you hear in the pipes. There ain't no ghosts, just the boilers being routed through this area. Expect to see maintenance down here every once in a while, messing with the valves and check to make sure the seals are intact. Welcome to the big leagues, kid. Yes. I feel so reassured. Okay. Anything down here? Nope. Alright. I guess we're gonna try this now. Oh yeah, I'm not supposed to be reassured by this, I forgot. Oh, that's not creepy at all. To Dr. Mercer, even as the new financial advisor of Mid-Island Penitentiary, there isn't anything I could do to keep this place running for more than 9 months. Almost all funding has been cut because of poor performance at the penitentiary. While you claim to have made great scientific breakthroughs, we need results that we can sell if you want to keep funding your experiments. If the violence doesn't stop, we're going to face closure. Start giving out heavier doses of pills or something. Simply can't support any more lawsuits. Right, some objects can be climbed. I actually probably would have forgotten about that.
I can't see.
Well, then you're blind. Pretty much. Is there anything in here to see? A picture? I guess
They suffered. They suffered. I know there's somebody here.
Oh, please don't start with me already. It's way too early for this. Not even out of the safe zone yet. How much do you want to bet I'm about to get out of it, though?
I can barely see.
I didn't do the things you think I did. I know I confessed, who wouldn't, with what happens to us, but I've never harmed anyone in my life. When I came here, I was sane. This place is making me crazy. I can't shut the voices out of my head anymore, and it's all I can do to scratch away chunks of the wall instead of my own face. By the time you find this, I'll either be safe or drowned. Either way, I hope that you rot in hell for what you've done to me. Oh, someone wasn't very happy about his accommodation. Ooh.
I can't take any more of this.
I'm glad that someone agrees with me. Excuse me, creepy face in the wall. I am a little busy here. Oh, it's not that bad. Calm down. The face in the wall was creepier. And the steam.
Onward and upward, my dear. We have much to see, and so little time between us.
That looked more downwards to me. I'm missing something. Oh wow, here we go.
Hello?
It can be difficult building hopes on a foundation of confusion, mystery, and death.
This is gonna get me so confused. Death of Officer Dawson. Officer Dawson was still alive. We found him at the docks while tying up a shipment. He emerged from the sewers, raving to us to leave the birds alone. We all heard stories about a crow man who feeds the dang birds, but I never thought much of it. Dawson was the crow man. He came at us with a pipe, and we had no choice but to put him down. He was shot 22 times before he dropped. When we tried to examine the body, he pushed us off and ran into the forest, screaming about preparing for the return of 13, before finally collapsing dead. I gave the other officers the rest of the week off. What the hell happened to Dawson? And what's the return of 13? I remember them mentioning a prisoner 13. Is that what we're talking about here, or is that what we're talking about here? There's really no other option. Found some paper at the pump room. It's been 2 days since the crows attacked me on the docks and drove me into these tunnels. It was like they were hurting me here. I ran deeper in a panic when I thought I saw someone chasing me, for I knew I was completely lost. Oh God, I hope I find my way out soon. The Crow Man. So the Crow Man got chased into the sewers by crows. That sounds dangerous. It feels weird keeping a diary, but one of the newer docks on the island is recommending all us guards do it to deal with a high-stress environment. It sounds like crock to me, but Mercer thought it'd be a good idea. Hardest part about it, though, is finding a place I feel like I can write. Tried doing it in the break room and the guys made fun of me. If I do it at home, my family makes fun of me too. I figured Mercer wouldn't mind if I stepped down here into the tunnels for a bit of peace and quiet. Some of the guys complain about the smell, but I gotta admit I find it peaceful. It's nice to get away from all the screams.
Oh my god, what was that?
Teleportation. That's about all I got for you. Oh.
Oh, please, God. Make it stop.
I am totally with you there,
They'll
sister.
have no fury like a woman scorned, and you've managed to scorn them all.
By picking up papers? Or are we talking about the fact that I burned them all with flares? Freedom. You don't think about it till it's gone, and now that I have it back again, I keep thinking about how nice my little cell upstairs was. A few hours, a few bad smells, and then all I had to do was swim back to the mainland. But it doesn't work. I follow the current, it doesn't go to anywhere. It flows into itself. How is that even possible? That is a good question. I'm not really sure how that's possible, personally. Employee Rob Sandoval. Service second floor lighting. Nurse Daniels reported lights on the second floor weren't working. Found no such problems this evening. The breakers and fuses all looked fine, and I could not find a single bulb that was burned out. This is the third time Nurse Daniels has submitted a false request to maintenance. Doesn't that clue you in that there might be something going on? I'm pretty sure I heard someone walking behind me, but there's nothing there, so...
They presented the sigil. Claim it.
Employee Rob Sandoval, service trapped. It's been 2 days and I haven't found my way out of these sewers. I drank some water from a leaking pipe, but I think it made me sicker. The layout of this place makes no sense to me, and every time I think I can smell the ocean, I reach a dead end. I expect help will come shortly. No, thank you. Okay. So I have the door. I just have to find the sigil, which will be a feat in itself. Sewers are your enemy in games like these. Down that way.
What was that sound?
Death. Lots and lots of death. Is this even new stuff yet? I was really half expecting the light to come up and there'd be a ghost in my face. I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty much expecting something like that to happen.
What's that?
My tears. Oh, here we go. What am I looking for here?
Oh God, no.
They never forgave those who persecuted them so. 400 years of rage, Sarah. 400 years of rage.
Oh gee, I'm sorry. I'm trying to fix it. If you guys keep chasing me, I'm just gonna die. Especially with my apparent lack of navigation prowess. Seeing as most of the time when I freak out, I end up running into a corner with nowhere to go but death.
Sometimes we build too many walls and not enough bridges. Work without interruption, focused and precise.
The more I keep with this diary business, the more I like it. I took to wandering the tunnels a bit and found in the old pump room. I'd heard they wanted to treat the sewage on the island here, turn into drinking water or something. Guess it never really got that far off the ground. Still, it's my good fortune. Now I got this nice little private office with a desk I can use whenever Mercer isn't using it. It's almost like my own personal little fortress. Excuse me, this is a safe zone? I've not been attacked in a safe zone yet. Calm down, please. I would very much prefer to keep it where I am not getting attacked in the safe zones. Thank you. Mercer told me I couldn't come to my office anymore. He says there's too much work to do for me to come down here whenever I want. I tried to explain to him that I need this place, that it helps me deal with the stress. What does he care, though? I can't write anywhere else. This is the only place I feel like I can hear the real things inside my mind. It's odd. I'm never lonely down here. It feels like I'm with my mother. She died years ago. There's some sort of presence here, and I can't get that up. I think this is where I belong.
Given time, one can conceive the unconceivable.
It's true. One of the new guards went missing. We don't typically come down here, but Mercer asked us to find him before he gets in the way of any work we're doing. I hope the kid's okay. Okay. Getting towards the end of this one. Like I said, I just need to move through these safe areas or else it doesn't save, and I end up retracing all my steps. We found him. We all knew he was upset about how some of the other guards were treating him, but the docs told us his diary was helping him. I read through it to look for a suicide note, but his last entry doesn't make any sense. I transcribed it here for clarity, and we're going to pass it on to the police in case it's some kind of code. 1313 1313 1313 1313 1313 311 3131 blah 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 blah. I'm not even gonna try to read all that. It was obviously something pretty important. It made sense to him. Doc, I did what you asked. Patient 13's records were destroyed, and we burnt everything that she ever wore, used, or created in the sewer furnace. How'd you know about the old furnace down in the tunnels? Doesn't look like anyone's been here in decades. And how shady does that sound to everyone? Employee Adam Peterson, service to reset power to bridge. We almost lost the bridge the other day after a heavy rain. Remember, when we get additional fluids running through here, we must raise the bridge. It's the only way out of here. If the power cuts out again, it must be reset in order for the bridge to operate. All pump room staff needs to be familiarized with this process. We don't want anyone getting stuck down here and missing their ferry off the island. Or would we? Maybe that would work out nicely.
Putting the pieces together, discovering how they fit.
What about it? Yeah, I'm putting the pieces together. Deal with it. Okay.
Connect.
Oh, clever. That is indeed how they connect.
Quiet. So quiet. All I ever wanted, all I ever needed.
So
I got it too. Oh, I've got it all right. But now you're here. It's you and me.
I have to say I'm a little confused as to who exactly I'm talking to. I thought it was Dr. Mercer, but it sounds a little bit like whatever guy ran away. Saying you always wanted to be down here. Alright, I think this is where I'm going to end it. I'm going to pick back up here, because it looks like this is probably where everything ends. So hopefully that means things are saved. Hopefully, yeah,
Just how
maybe.
fit are you, Sarah? Going to try and swim for it. You're a healthy little thing. I bet you could make it. You're so close.
I'm not so sure about that, but we'll save that for next time. So thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.